What's happening, guys? It is Ray with Spray Wash Exterior Cleaning and Spray Wash Pro. Hope you are doing well today. Wanted to get a drone, so I wanted to give some information about the drone that I got. Little information. I am really not a very techie person at all. I make YouTube videos, I make Facebook videos. We run a school, Spray Wash Academy. Also, click the subscribe button if you will. Love to have you following us. But I'm really not one of those just incredibly insane, super technical guys whatsoever. I'm really pretty old school whenever it comes to my technology. I bought a drone 4 years ago when they first kind of started getting real popular, and it was a cheap POS off of Amazon. I absolutely hated it. Immediately went and crashed it, had to buy a replacement, bought the same cheap POS, just could never, didn't have like auto stabilization. You were just constantly on the stick. It was hilarious because my employees, my younger employees who grew up just, with the Nintendo style video games, they were awesome at it. In fact, I just gave it to them because I bought this new one. They kind of grew up with the doing that with their thumbs. I grew up with an Atari, doing this with a single joystick. So I was the early edge of the video game, Pac-Man, Space Invaders, Galaga, that kind of stuff, not the old end of it. Anyway, that experience really kind of scared me away from drones. However, I see some of the things that people are doing with drones and photographies and before and after photographs on the jobs they're doing out there. And I decided it was time to take the plunge again. So did a little research and found out that probably it was time. I also had a student come to Tallahassee and he showed me his drone, which was a Mavic Pro. And I was, again, scared of it because he was telling me the cost of it, and these things are about $1,500, and he was out back of the shop flying it, and I was like, whoa, no, I'm not, he literally put the controller in my hand, and I'm like, no, stop, no. And he's like, dude, it's okay, chill. And literally I'm watching it, and it's just hovering there. There's no sticks needed. I mean, you set it at altitude, it can just go. And he's like, okay, run it up another 100 foot. And I was like, how do I do that? Push the control. It went up, 100 foot, and it had a readout on there. I was just sold immediately whenever I saw how easy this thing was. Went home, did some more research on it, and found one, a used one on eBay. Bought it just, pretty much immediately at that point. So the drone I settled on was a Mavic Pro, which has actually been out for about 3 years. It was a used package that I got. And I'm going to show you what I got here. Now, the option that I bought came in this nice waterproof lockable box. This was owned by a photographer. He had taken real good care of it. Not a kid, mature person, and comes in this just incredible carrying case right here. As you can see, this is not standard. He had obviously gotten a lot of extras in the time. His description said it had never been wrecked. This one comes with, let me get the stuff out of here. This actually has 5 batteries with it. It's got this great charging hub. You can charge 4 batteries at one time. There's a combo that Mavic has called the Fly More combo, where you can get this hub, plug it in, and you get some rapid charging on there. Real happy with that. Set it up overnight, woke up the next morning, it was done. I honestly went to bed. I don't know if it charged them in 2 hours, 4 hours, or 6 hours. All I know is the next morning, all the green lights were on. So, comes with a controller. Those are antennas for this controller. Told me the battery percentage. Hold it on. says connecting. It's not going to connect because the drone is off. And then this is a clamp where your phone goes on, and I'll show you that in a minute. It's got a stick here, which is your elevation and the turning of the drone. This will go forward, backward, and spin it as well. You've got a button there to take a still photo and a button there for a recorder. This thing came with a bunch of different cables, spare propellers. I still really haven't read up on it. I don't quite know what I'm doing with it, but wanted to show you what I got. Now I also know this, that I picked it up on a Thursday. It got delivered by FedEx. On Saturday afternoon, I had time to actually open the box. I noticed that, things were, I had some battery juice on there, and I took it outside and flew it, and I was amazed at how easy it was. So here's the drone itself. It folds up. It's compact. And there you have it. It's got a camera on here. I always take this off. Some of the information I saw said you should take the camera cover off because you have air vent holes right in here that helps it cool down. So you want to fly with the camera out. I'm going to show y'all some examples of the pictures that I took for my own personal edification, and they're absolutely amazing. I haven't started using this in my business yet because you actually need a license if you're going to use this commercially. So you'll see that I haven't done anything through pressure washing and taking pictures of roofs and things like that. I have already scheduled my test. I'll be doing that in a few days. Studying the information right now to get my license for doing a unmanned aerial vehicle. I'm not even that familiar with the terms and all, but I'm just really excited about that. So what I want to do is actually show y'all some of the video that I took on my initial flight. I mean, I couldn't believe it was this easy. So I'm going to switch over, show y'all this. I was just blown away. So I'm going to start you out with a couple of still pictures that I took from the Mavic Pro. This is the beach house we were staying at. Like I said, this thing came in at FedEx on Thursday evening. I threw it in the car, headed down to the beach, and didn't have a chance to open it on Friday. Opened it Saturday afternoon. Had my grandson, he's 4 years old. Didn't really think having the drone out with him would be a great idea because I kind of felt like I needed to concentrate a little bit. I have no idea what the photography settings are on here. This is literally out of the box, albeit used, but these are the photographs that it took, not me screwing around with the camera settings at all, which apparently are fully adjustable. You've got white balance you can change, you've got some shading you can mess with, the exposure, all of those things. You can set the resolution on there as well. I haven't done anything like that. I've been basically a kid on Christmas morning and just wanting to play with it. Okay, here's actually some where I've got it up flying. I think I'm up around 100 foot or so. No, I'm actually over the houses. I'd be up, maybe 100, 150 foot. This is at St. George Island. Had a decent amount of wind. Look how steady everything is. The camera is not getting shaken around. I'm just really, really amazed. Again, right out of the box on here. I don't know squat about the settings. Haven't messed with the exposure on the camera. Haven't messed with sensitivity of controls on the drone. This is literally my first flight that I ever made with this drone. So I am so absolutely impressed with it. I mean, it's got just some awesome features to it, like where you push a button and it returns to home. So you can fly it up and it holds at a certain altitude, and then hit the return to home button, and it's going to fly back like literally to you at that altitude, and then you can bring it on down right in front of you. So it's not like you fly it over, you know, a house and say return to home, and it smacks into the side of the house. That didn't happen because it actually, you know, flies up to that higher altitude I have. I'm sorry I don't have more technical information. Actually, I'm not sorry I don't have more technical information, because I don't care. I'm not that guy. I wanted a fun toy and then hopefully tool after I'm properly licensed to use it for my business. And like I said, I'm just amazed at the value of this thing. So I bought it used. This is the original Mavic Pro. I paid about $800 for it at this auction, which had the Fly More combo on there, which includes the extra batteries and the hub charger. Plus, I got this awesome water-resistant, waterproof carrying case that's all jammed up with it. I saw similar auctions that you could get without the case, but just like more of a soft-sided case in the $600 range. So your budget can get, you know, even better on that. Tons of them out there, because apparently a lot of the guys that really like the drones like to keep upgrading. And now they've got the Mavic 2 out there. So a lot of people who had these Mavic 1s are upgrading to the Mavic 2s, or they're getting some little larger drones. Something else I really liked about this one is, you know, if I did want to toss it in a travel bag somewhere, and get like a more of a shoulder harness thing and not carry the case around. I wouldn't say it's pocket size, but it's real close. And this is not overly heavy, pound and a half maybe. So just real easy to manage, real nice manageable size there. I couldn't believe that, you know, again, I'm not a photographer. I couldn't believe that I took photographs that looked that nice. Sorry, I'm trying to put my little cover back on here. I couldn't believe that I took photographs and videos that looked that nice my first time out flying it. I was just absolutely thrilled with it. I'm going to try to learn about some of the technical specifications of this and tell you guys about it. So if you're in this industry and you're looking for a work drone that, you know, maybe y'all will think about buying one of these too. I know that so far I'm really impressed. Seems like I'm getting about 25 minutes of flight time out of it whenever I put it up in the air. So just wanted to share that with you. I really look forward to going down this journey. I'm going to document it. I'm going to document taking my test and talk about doing that. And we'll actually get out and fly this some so you guys can see this. So, hey, hope this helps. If you're on the fence about making a decision, this Mavic Pro, I am just blown away on it. Not knowing anything else, not knowing about a lot of the competition, I know that for what I got and I paid, I am absolutely thrilled with this. Wash on, guys.